Recording start. We had a DC the first game, so 1 minute played. Wasn't anything super interesting. Here we go. One of the flings is going to get missile at the start of the game. Let's go. We're going to watch something else. Here we go. Gal getting pressured by the crab. Gets picked really early this time by Madness. Getting a nice setup there. Crab on the bridge at the start. Just such a solid opening. Finds another with the explosion before going down. But his team should be able to make a good push off that.
This Splash needs to die immediately if they want to push. Okay.
Manages to save the jump, but at the cost of 2 deaths, so it's going to be a bit of a problem here. And we can already see Spicy Chips setting up on the bridge. Leave him on the shield. They could have tried to break that away for more points or time. I think that would have been a better play. But I guess he can get out here and try to work on another Booyah. Going to set up on the bridge. Trying to maintain space here, but if they can get a crab up there, nothing's going to really stop them for that checkpoint.
I feel like they're wasting a lot of specials for a defense, and Seafoam's not even attempting to push so far yet.
Yeah, there goes the missiles. Madness drop 2, 3 go down. Shadow's on the opposite checkpoint. Junior cannot do anything about it, and with the bubble already used, he's not even going to be close to having another one for defense. The Rainmaker tap shot, but the Splash still manages to kill 2, though. Rainmaker's in a bit of an awkward corner here. This is really good for the defenders. Looks like the push might not go as far as it looked like it would. Nepia out here trying to stop the machine. Gets a trade. But it's not enough yet.
All trades right now are in favor of Seafoam since they're fighting for control of mid, or fighting for control of their spawn.
We do see Express setting up on the bridge with the help of the machine. Machine goes down there and Shadow. A lot of trades happening, but yeah, no real map control. They really need to establish that bridge, get some room over there, and maybe get the Junior to bubble a really good spot. But so far they've been struggling to find any room. Crab here are going to buy some time. We're going to have a Crab Battle Royale. We know which one's going to win, though. And this machine gets a hit. Nice Squid Surge. Actually saved him there with the parry armor. But he is going to go down here. The Rainmaker set up quite nicely on the left side of the map.
It could be something big if Max can get this 3-0 bomb off too.
Oh, there's a Fizzy, gets 2 kills. Crab's gonna cover for the Rainmaker, get some suppressing fire. Booyah to eat the bombs. Barry's running in, but he's already low, so not gonna get as far as he could have there. And the machine's gonna control it. Pop comes out. Are they going to be able to get more points to keep this push going? I don't think they can with that 52 wall in front of it. It looks like they're going to just opt to back off and get control of the bridge. This gives Spicy Chip a chance to push in. Finds 1 kill. Booyah's the corner. And they're going to walk straight in here. That's a jump out too. It's just the Flingsa.
They're getting their first push attempt. I'm going to need to see this crowd from high ground, but they do go 1 down very early into the push.
Now they're setting up here. How's the Flingsa trying to get some missiles? The Rainmaker shield looking like it's in their favor. They already got a kill. Ooh, the Flingsa goes a little bit aggressive there. And Max goes down. Madness at 1 HP. If he died there, that would have been really bad. IPS has a straightaway to the lead, though. He's going to try to duck the other way. Makes it barely to 19. And that's going to be the lead for them. They're going to have to now just defend for 1 minute. Barry's trying to put some pressure here, but gets picked. And this is looking really bad for Seafoam.
A little bit of a choke right there, and see if they can recover from it. Only a minute left, it doesn't look possible.
From 19 to 4? I mean, okay.
Kind of big.
He's just different. There we go. The 2 kills coming out from one of the splashes. Shadow or Madness here. Pushing up here. Able to find another kill. This is a good start, though. They need to get on that bridge. This Splash has to walk up there immediately. Get the crab. Using it a little bit early, though. I don't think there's many people to shoot here. And they're not going to have that crab to push further now. I'm not sure if I like that.
Yeah, he's just resetting the mid to have control of their target.
Barry's going to grab, so they're not going to have missiles for this top right, which is genuinely the hardest part of the push. So they're going to have to rely on a Booyah, or they'll try to snake around the far right side. There's a good crab in front of the rain. Bubble and Booyah both forced on the defending side. Crab, whale, that's all specials. If Seafoam can stay alive here, then all those resources are gone. But it looks like that's not going to happen. They're going to go down, and that's going to be Spicy Chip taking the first match.
Wow. A little bit of a choke from Seafoam. Gonna be honest. Not a fan of when the Flingza in particular is the guy taking initiative on the fights. Its entire thing is I'm gonna get missile from a team to make the fights easier for them. And like it's fun to shark out people with Flingza. Approaching with Flingza, especially in a volatile mode like Rainmaker, where you can just accidentally die to the Rainmaker guy if you flick at the wrong time and he shoots at you. Not the best idea. And we saw it happen twice. It happened once when they lost lead, and then their back line is gone now. No missiles, no mid-range paint pressure. And then it happens again. You know, people get kind of antsy once they lose lead and they try to retake, but it happens.
Alright, I'm going to let in Leafy to help out since it's just you talking between games. So,
Yeah.
there we go. You two have fun talking while I eat.
Whoa. Wait, what's this next map? I'm gonna get an L button press. Alright, oh, that's awesome. Both teams are probably gonna have pretty much similar comps because it looked like they had similar comps before, only a gal and a squad framing each other. We'll see on Zones Mahi. Very claustrophobic map. Crab is extremely annoying here. We got leader. And heavy! Yo! Big push.
Okay. We got 4 crabs. I do think the leader's a bit better. Obviously, it's what Barry is a bit more comfortable with. I think that'll work a little bit better. But this early, up until 61, everything's just kind of an absolute fight fest. Nothing really matters while the water's this far down. Just go fight people. Have fun. But it looks like there's going to be a bit of an advantage on the side of Spicy Chip here. Opening things up, trying to get some control on the right here. Has a really good angle on this splash. Going to be able to set up a nice team fight there. Does take him out. Heavy gets a pick. And the Heavy's going to be having a hard time to move until that leader gets backed up. There we go. Going to be waving for the style points. Or to help kill the splash, actually. Who's going to jump out there. Make sure we get set up on this left side.
That's a really early crowd from C. Alright, never mind. You get the pick with it. That's great.
And there's the water level. Now the stage is real. Splash is going to try to hide. Actually does work somehow. Finds one. But they still go down afterward. And we do see a really good setup from Seafoam. The machine's getting backed up a bit too far. I think it's better to play closer to that ledge there. But they're going to be giving up a lot of space right now. Just opting to let the bombs do the work, but it's not quite working out. One of them goes down. Huya's going to be straight into a crab. Actually manages to kill the crab?
Honestly, seems like a pretty weak cold from Seafoam since they retook and had 3 specials ready. They were able to maintain control of the zone.
They are going to get a penalty, but they still do at least have the mid control at the ready here. Crab coming out, going to pressure people in the corner. Gets a few hits on a snipe. Ooh, gets a hit on someone over the wall, but not enough for a kill. Bomb not going to kill the crab, at least. Needs to get this right side, yeah, before that happens. Now there's a crab on the right. Going to be moving Shadow into a corner in a very awkward spot. Second crab pinning him in just for good measure. This Heavy setting up has a wave. Going to drop it on the right just to help clear that area. Sprinkler on the snipe to annoy the E-Leader. And this is looking like a much better setup from Spicy Chip.
They are just going one down, overextending a bit too far, trying to get picks in their spawn.
Yeah, still no one able to get that island's right side. Such a crucial part to hold as the attacking team. Double crab in the same spot here. While funny, maybe a little bit redundant. I don't know if that second crab is going to be able to do that much. The first crab will get enough at least, but it would have been really useful if they had that during their hold.
Yeah, I think being able to hold a crab for it to the chain would have been a lot better, because they kind of just looked at the same thing and they would have died with just one crab. Now they have nothing to hold with.
Yeah, the Splash going to be painting the zone here, trying to set up. Another crab drops in with the bubble, crab bubble, and another crab. A lot of specials being used on the defense on both teams, and I'm questioning if all of them were needed. It's so hard to get specials when you already have zone because of how small the map is. So being able to hold a special for this part of the game is so important. But finally, one of the splashes has heard me, and they've... Never mind. Give up.
Don't worry, we'll stop playing zone defense very soon.
Okay, nice kill on the heavy. Splash goes down. That just leaves one splash remaining. Max trying to find him, put some pressure. Does find him, gets 2 hits. Gonna push him back further, secures a lot of control here. Fizzy's going out on a snipe. Very low penalty here, but one of the splashes does go down early. Trades with the heavy. And the machine's about halfway to a Booyah Bomb on the left side. Giving jumps to the splasher. Gonna be able to pressure this guy. Forces a drop. Kills one. Absolutely crucial. They could definitely hold off of this. Madness flanking is gonna find the heavy. He might be able to find another one if he can kill that junior. That might secure it. 2 go down. It's just 1 splash remaining, and they're not gonna be able to do it. They're gonna have to try to cap the zone. The B is gonna be on him, and that's gonna be Seafoam able to keep themselves in the game.
I think that was the first time throughout the 5-minute game where we saw someone shark for a kill and not just overextend and try to take fights in their base. And you can see it translated very well into an knockout.
Yeah. I think it would have been nice to see, like, I think Max played really well there. I kind of wish that, like, maybe managed something, like, kind of a little more pressure, because, like, I saw him, like, painting the zone a lot, but he could have, like, him or Shadow could have just done burst bombs on their plat with, like, fizzies. I feel like he could have gotten a really good hold kill.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's nice to have Crab for hold, but you really only need 1, because if Barry has Wavebreaker, Crab and Wavebreaker should, like, shut everything down. You just don't, like, do something stupid.
Very true, very true. Now we're going into TC Museum, which I expect to see no E-leaders on this map. Very good for mid, very good for holding the enemy's plat. But when they're pushing your side, things get pretty bad. You can hide from the E-leader very easily, just sitting on spinner. You can just basically get free points, and the leader can't really do much about you on just hiding. You know,
I think Madness will probably play T-Deck here, so it's gonna be interesting to see if like Hazuka can actually like get any value, because you know Hazuka's a funny special.
I love lotteries.
I love that gun. But I don't know if Barry's gonna play either Ely or Flinza. I think both are like okay.
Not locking in until 40 seconds into the timer, so I'm gonna expect to switch. These lock-ins from a hot chip, I don't remember, spicy chip, pretty fast. Maybe something similar to last game.
Yeah. Oh,
You see the E-leader. Same comp as last game.
At least they're keeping Splash.
Double machine from the enemies there.
Oh.
Alright, here we go. The past meta versus the future. Who will win?
Literally.
Alright, both teams opting for a very passive start. We're not going to watch that guy farm crab and spawn. Autospec loves that, but I don't.
Instead, we'll watch the guy farming crab from the left.
Crab to respond to Madness's crab is okay there. Might actually result in a kill. Bubble, probably not needed. It is going to get negated pretty fast by the enemy crab. But at the end of the day, with all the specials said and done, that does look like map control. This, yeah, he's going to get out of there. Okay. Do you see the E-leader trying to push up by the tower? Tower is able to get through that first checkpoint relatively quickly. A lot of people setting up there, but there's a flank on the tower. Someone's got to take care of it. The E-leader finds 1. Does go down, actually. Does not find 2. And are they going to be able to maintain this push?
No. Maybe? That was getting pressured pretty hard here.
Yeah.
Well, if he can't get this crab off, it might be a problem. He gets the crab, but he's low. If they walk behind him, that's going to kill him. You don't heal just by panicking that special. You still retain all that damage. It is an important downside that comes into play right there. Machine able to keep the splash up, but they're going to have a crab and a booyah. If they can get the crab up on their spinner, it's going to be hard to deal with. They already have a bubble on the tower as well. Momentum is shifting, and Barry is stuck in a very uncomfortable position. I don't even know if he can get out of there alive. Has to jump out to spawn. But it does look like they finally find a kill. Maybe this could be their opening.
It's gonna be definitely very difficult for C-Pop to get back in, because like if the junior just puts bubbles on tower, the E-leader can only do so much damage to the tower, whereas like a Flingza with the missile can try to chip damage, so like Max and Madness can be able to like actually kill their team to get back in.
They're gonna be difficult, but Barry finding a nice snipe to set up. 3 go down. And on the push, leader is not that bad, especially as a tower rider in this spot here. So we can see this push easily shifting to that corner once again. And they're set up quite nicely right now.
I would have liked to see this first crab be used most later, as well as the second crab. They're only going to clear the second.
Yeah, this first crab is definitely used a bit early. They're going to be able to clear the check, I think, but they're going to run out of specials. Having a crab on tower for when it goes around this bend would be so useful. They do have one. If they can get that crab on the tower, that could be super strong for their push. But this Booyah is clearing space. The tower's moving backward. They do find a kill, though. And this could be their chance if they can clean this machine. They do. That's 2 down. Max not going to be letting up. Gets another kill. And this is huge for Seafoam. As they find the Junior immediately shut him down as well. But Barry gets picked. Shadow going to crab on the tower. Napia's going in. They're being desperate. But there's the lead already swapped. And they're running incredibly low on time.
Max is going absolutely huge for his team right now.
Yeah.
Yo, the tower, yo.
I think they might be... that tower could have definitely gotten more points, but I think they're just going to try to play it slow. They're not too worried about getting it right away. They just want to stay alive here. And they're able to get a lot of picks. That splash was close to crab when they went down, though. A bit unfortunate. But they still have the Fizzy on the right side, leader for the front, and Shadow to cover the left. So they're able to hold quite nicely here. Madness just got to keep this top right, or not. Kill this machine, though. That'll be good. And they're still setting up here. Hot Chip is really struggling on their defense. We're not seeing much of a plan here. They just kind of keep running in. But the trades are not going to be enough for them right now. And Max is not letting these splashes get any room.
We're seeing the weakness of Hot Chip's comp now as Seafoam just continues to pressure their spawn and jump into their E-leader whenever they go down to the trades.
Yeah, and usually the Booyah would be what they use to push in with, but 2-2-10 Booyahs without map control on a weak painting weapon is not the easiest thing to get in the world. It takes a bit of time, and during that time, we've only seen Seafoam set up more and more Madness up here with the crab is going to be so hard to push off, and if they ignore him, well, then that happens. So you can't really do that.
Yeah, this is looking like it might translate into a knockout here really soon.
And Seafoam's just absolutely steamrolling this hold. Machine's trying to get to the tower. Not able to get it. Barry is just going to walk in front of it. And that is the set with Seafoam taking it 2-1. Going to be able to make it to the losers finals to fight Alliance Rogue.
I think their push was really well played by Seafoam. When Max got that one opening triple to really start that push, the spicy chip really just staggered. They didn't get any sort of like special or anything together. And I think if they had 2 BS to really shut down tower, and that could shut down the crabs as well. But they just kept running in, and Seafoam took really good advantage of that.
Yeah, I think Hot Chip got a little too desperate when they lost the lead. You just have to stay calm and collected. Farm, yeah, throw Fizzies at tower, just pressure safely.
Yeah.
Not just run into the E-leader. It seems like they were trying to prioritize him pretty hard, but obviously the E-leader is just being baited by his 2 splashes.
Yeah.
Racing fast.
Especially on a map like that, playing for trades for the team that's pushing is definitely like better for the team, because the team still is even numbers, and like you kind of have to have some sort of advantage to get back in. But if you're just playing for trades, you're not building for specials, and if you're not building for specials, then the aggressing team can just keep pushing forward without anything happening.
Yeah. But good games from Seafoam, and they are going to be able to advance and play AR. So, went down in a very close 2-3 set earlier to Graveyard Shift.
Yeah.
But AR had an interesting strategy of playing triple respawn Punisher against Graveyard Shift's Tetra. So I wonder if we'll see any weird things coming out from them this set. So,
That and another interesting weapon I'll point out real quick before I head back to you guys. Bamboo. What do we think of that?
I
think it's pretty good. I think it's more of a countermeasure to Crab than to Tetra, so I'm not quite sure why they used it on Scorched Clams in particular. It seems like their mid-hold was kind of weak because they were lacking the missiles that they would usually have if they were to play Flingza or a low charging. But it was very close, to say the least.
I think definitely versus a Tetra, like with a Bamboo, obviously Bamboo you can kind of just like tap fire at the Tetras. And then I think being able to solo will the Tetras for just general information, just anything to shut it down would be really nice. I think that's where the comp which comes obviously for Seafoam. They don't have a Tetris, so I don't know if they'll keep Bamboo. But I don't think it would be necessarily a bad thing because I think Whale goes to the Crab Ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that could be like a really like punisher for Crab if somebody has like Panic Crab like we saw a couple times that game, and their one shot the Whale can just finish them off.
Yo, by the way, IPL, thank you so much for the raid. IPL was streaming day 1 of Lowing. If you want to see day 2, I'd highly recommend following their Twitch. We have some of the best teams in the lower in the lower level side of Splatoon. Ignore my voice absolutely breaking, but you should absolutely check them out. And
Oh, little room break. Well, we
Uh-oh.
hope we're higher seed situation coming here.
I'm
Probably.
guessing. I just told them to keep the room since we're already in, but maybe they're gonna force a host, so
That's awesome. I love that.
that's what I'm guessing he's typing to me. Oh, they had to add. Okay. Same pass. Or actually, you don't need it. But, yeah, we are in Picnic, an experimental tournament hosted by Sendu, where teams will get to pick their own maps that they were able to practice on ahead of time, and then each team's maps would be combined into a total map list unique to each set. So the maps you're going to see are going to be maps that were picked out by either of the two teams ahead of time. This is an interesting solution to the map mode problem. So I'm very curious to see how this tournament turns out. And we have a very big set coming up here with Seafoam, a brand new NA team. They've been a project for a bit that's formed against Alliance Rogue, one of the best in Europe for losers finals. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I had you guys muted instead of me. They didn't hear shit.
Lock-ins from Max and Gray coming pretty fast. I mean, Max is just probably on that sausage machine. Gray is probably on Junior Flash. Oh,
Oh,
yo.
My
Don't
bad.
worry. All good, all
Scuff
good.
said,
Oh,
just
good.
say everything you had to say in the past like 1 minute and 30 seconds. Go.
Alright, so we're gonna probably see standard comps coming out from AR here. Seafoam, they don't really have that many weird weapon picks. Alright, we're getting right into it. I guess we'll just see pretty fast.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be like the standard gal splash triple shooter kind of thing.
Here we go. Loading into the first map. Barry gonna be going back to that fling zone. And Jay gonna be sticking with the charger.
Just the difference in backlands here for both teams.
Yup,
Plays on one
double
side,
splash.
Luda on the other. Oh,
Ooh, early pick from, I believe that's Scar. Gets a double pretty much immediately onto their plat and is going to push up for the flings that he wants a clip right away. Gray going to be having a crab fight with the E-Leader actually helping to shred it up close. You don't see that every day.
Yeah, definitely. AR is taking a lot of space very early. They haven't been playing for a while, but they are really showing that, like, no matter the break, they're still just as strong as they were before. They're getting a really nice trade onto the back area, and it's just 2v1 on tower. Hopefully should be able to stop this check. That is a good shot.
That shot was
Holy.
disgusting. But the push still going to die at 50. That's kind of early for how good that opening was. I expected that to go a little bit further.
Yeah, definitely. The second check is one to break, and with how good that opening started, I feel like they should have been able to bring it. Yeah,
From the
oh.
machine. Gets a pick there. Another 3 down, though. Madness's team was pushing out into mid, but they didn't really get good control of the sides, and those flanks immediately opened things back up for Alliance Rogue. He uses his feet to be safe, I guess, but that's going to make it a bit awkward to get this next fight off. The Splash is going to get a pick. Kiver going to be able to clean it up using his crab, though. And there's the next crab on the top right. Shadow trying to contest it. Put some damage on it, and will actually break later. Seafoam is doing a great job of holding their side of the map here. The leader looking to punish the crab, not able to find anything yet. I think Alliance Rogue is just, you know, they're fine with this. They got the special advantage, they have the tower, everything they need. They're just going to play patient.
Yeah, because anything you need to know about AR is that they are perfectly content with just holding you in your base for a long period of time. They have no problems waiting it out until you feel the need to push into them.
Yeah, and especially on tower control, it's not too hard to do that. They're able to just maintain that space using the tower advantage. Barry getting pushed into the corner, trying to get a set of missiles here to help his team retake, but he's just been forced into an uncomfortable spot. Don't even know if he can get them in time. His team's gonna have to defend. They're all clumped in a corner. That crab, another crab even further ahead. Shadow stuck. Does actually kill Jay around the Rainmaker, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Madness is going to have to clutch the tower. Gray is just going to be dancing around it, and that's going to be a very dominant game 1 going to Alliance Rogue.
Yeah, there were. I'm not even quite sure if Seafoam even had many chances to get back in there. It just seemed like anytime they got something started, Scar came in off the flank, gets an easy double. That's another push going AR's way.
They had a really aggressive opening, but when they got to the plot, they kind of just realized that they just need to wait for Seafoam to make a mistake and then immediately punish that mistake and just run with it. I think that's really what happened. Seafoam had one of his people go down while the tower was at 50, and they got through the check and just kept staggering until the game was over.
Well, this is an interesting counter pick, and Clam Blitz Mahi.
Oh.
You know, Shadow is known to be a tent player. And, you know, weapon's kind of buggy now. There's a little bit of shield might go a wrong direction here and there, but this map's pretty good for tent. The lead up onto the basket is legit just a straight ramp, perfect size for the tent, perfect for vacuum. Definitely see it coming out here.
I wanted to say I hope that Barry saves Flingza here. But I could also see a charger pick here, but I just think for pushing, that missiles will be really good. But it took him a little bit to lock in, so I really don't know what he's going to stick. I think the comps have been running, and I agree with the 10 pick. I'd actually be very good here with the back to push in.
Yeah. A little bit of a leak. I have been talking to the Seafoam members before this tourney, and I did mention maybe they should experiment with the 10. Maybe a little bit of Tri-Saucer here and there. Don't ask why. So if we see any weird things, I'm going to take full credit for it, unless it loses, in which case I won't take any credit for it.
I can vouch we had a conversation, last night?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're bringing anything out like the tent, because unless they've been, I haven't played against them on this map, but where it was just last night, they haven't had any time to scrim active on it.
Mm-hmm. I did see tent earlier in one of their sets, though, versus I'm not quite sure what the team name is, but they did play 10 on Mahi Clan, not Mahi, Museum Clans.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see then.
Alright, though. Here we go into the Clamblitz Mahi pick. When the water isn't dropped, the islands are basically near inaccessible. And Kyo is right. The influence has set in. I see a Tenebrella.
Yeah. When this map came out, you could tell definitely Shadow was thinking about what Kyo said and got all happy inside. Finally getting a switch off splash.
Yep, and there goes the potential.
There is a bamboo on the other side. It's pretty fast, so.
And they're going to be setting up really aggressively here. Going to be able to score the first power clam. 10 goes down. The crab's in a bit of an awkward spot. It can kind of AoE, but not threaten as well as you would like here. The crab going to get pressured by the 10 here. Actually quite low. Almost gets broken. Bamboo goes down to Shadow, who's going to be setting up on this wall. If they can get a potential up there, that'd be good. The water level does drop. We do see a push past that 50-point marker. Kiver is still here. Tries to score one more, but unfortunately hits the basket. or hits the wall in front of the basket.
So it may seem like a really strong push for AR, which is something that can be beat pretty fast, as the clam spawns on Mahi are directly behind the baskets there.
Yeah.
It seemed like a big deficit for Seafoam, but
One thing I'd like Seafoam to change here, the power clam would be really useful for the passive special advantage, because right now Alliance Rogue actually gets it because they have a ball and the other team doesn't. So they're going to be getting specials and able to steamroll. And as we've seen with tower control, that could be a bit of a problem. Kiver's Crab does get broken, Shadow goes down, 2 down here. Max is able to clean up Scar, but another football barely manages to go in. They will have a lot of clams though, because they're going to have the pity and the power that Madness just dropped. But they have to get this top left side for this tent to have a lot of impact. And right now, they just haven't been able to set up with it. He's close to this vacuum, so this looks like their best opportunity.
this is coming out here as well. Kind of just Crab. Crab should be going down.
Really good backfill.
You're going to be able to use it to also damage the Crab, can force it into ball form. The Booyah comes out, there's going to be a score, and they're going to be able to stay alive here, opening things up, but for all the specials they used, they didn't really get the control they wanted. Shadow gets shot, I think, through the shield. That's a wonderful weapon in the game. Madness is able to fight off Gray here. If he can get the pick, that'd be huge, because Barry's going down, and that's going to mean there's a splash in their court. Nice kill from the tent, though. Going to be able to secure this side. 2 go down on the side of Alliance Rogue. This isn't looking too bad for Seafoam.
I want to see a bit more presence on the map from Seafoam, just like splitting up, because we saw them just 4-man following that tent shield, and yeah, they'll be able to score, but you're not really getting killed.
Vacuum needs a follow-up, gonna be able to stop Urza from making that, or stop Scar from making that jump because of the toxic mist effect. Well, how about that? Rare use of Vacuum, however the Whale gonna absolutely dumpster this push. The Bamboo here is being such a good counter to this tent. Tent trying to put pressure again with that shield. But every time the shield comes up, you can see they're not really moving with it too much. So the shield's putting some pressure, but not really that much. They end up just painting, getting specials, and going. Here comes the Killer Whale. Tent goes down. Crab in the front. Alliance Rogue taking some space. The missile's going to stall for a little bit, but 2 of them go down. The Bamboo's able to score. And this is really dangerous. If that football is scored, they're so close to the win right now. Scar has to be stopped, or Jay. If Jay can get that clam, that's the game. Madness picks it up. But it goes down! Jay picks up the clam, and he's gonna be able to knock it out!
Whoa.
And
That's
Alliance
Bamboo
Rogue with another win, and Seafoam's gonna have to reverse sweep if they want any chance of making this happen.
Yeah, I think Alliance Rogue had a really good, like a sense of what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it. Every time Seafoam tried to push, like you said, they were trying to just 4-man behind the tent shield, but I think almost every one of Alliance Rogue's flanks, they always had a flank from the left side with the Crab to apply like a more like a different angle of like just pressure, so Seafoam couldn't just sit behind those blocks and just wait for them to overextend.
They needed to recognize earlier as well that the enemy team does have a Bamboo who's going to be farming that Whale, so if they do just 4-man up the left lane behind the tent shield, that Whale is going to do massive damage to their push. That's exactly what happened multiple times.
Not only Whale, but Booyah Bomb as well, because we saw after Shadow's back ended that the machine just threw a Booyah Bomb right on top of the tent shield, and they all had to scatter.
Rainmaker Eeltail coming up. Not. Probably just gonna go back to standard games on this map. It's a very strong double Crab map. Crab is really strong for defense here in the top left and the top right. Very good for pushing the bridge. But we did see Seafoam lose this map earlier playing, you know, their standard flings a double splash machine. I wouldn't be surprised to see some switches coming out.
Yeah, I could definitely see maybe a shot coming out, or maybe a charger swapping in. I can honestly even see the tent pick again, just for going for that left side. But I don't know if it'll happen.
Not quite sure, but we're taking a bit to get into it for some reason.
Yeah. I think relatively though, the comp should kind of stay the same. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Max is gonna say machine. Gray's gonna say in some kind of charger, or Jay's gonna say in some type of charger. but I don't know what Seafoam's answer to this is gonna be because both games, Alliance Circus had a very fast and a very strong opening, and Seafoam has kind of just been playing for specials, and they're just getting rushed without like even looking back at them, and they need to try and figure that out.
Yeah. We're still not into it. This is awesome. I think this well, this is obviously Seafrom's counter pick because they chose them out. But I don't know what the hold up is unless you're.
They said Gray needed a minute.
Oh, that's great. Never mind. I was hoping there was some very spicy reason I could talk about, but he just needed some time. So.
Finally in the weapon select now, and Scar and Gray both read it up pretty quickly.
Yep.
I honestly think that Jay could keep the bamboo here. I feel like it's not that bad of a pick.
I'm gonna be surprised, yeah.
I don't think Jay played much at Flingza, so it's probably like the best option we could have.
Mm-hmm. I think when they do run flings, it's usually Gray that plays that. But I know from personal experience that Gray does not have. I have a high opinion of flings and Rainmakers. I would be very surprised to see that.
Let's see. Just waiting on the aggressive players from Seafoam to ready up. I could also see maybe the Slosher from Max. I feel like what are your thoughts on Slosh on this map, Kia?
Strike is bad here. It gets caught up on random things. It's
Fair enough.
not a fan of egg strike on this map, especially when you're throwing it from bottom side and you can only throw it through the over the bridge or under the bridge. And you have this big thing. Anyway, I would expect it to see the machine, especially with Fizzy being so good here with all the launches.
And you saw before, even though like they lost the match, Max was able to split off a lot of
Oh.
air strike Slosher. Whoa!
Let's go!
Bro, they're
And
pulling out
there's the
everything.
Dapple!
Yeah, there's the Dapples that I talked about too.
So
Yeah.
that is Jay on the machine here. Triple Ninja Squid from Seafoam. Okay, here we go.
Like I mentioned before, though, now that they have this tactic where the AR can play really aggressively without being any like forgiveness from it, because both get instant respawn time.
Two go down on AR relatively early. If this kill on the right side can happen fast, ooh, but not if it's gonna kill two of their team. That could have been a huge opportunity. But they're gonna have to regroup. The Flings might be able to get missiles soon. That tack gonna actually kind of block part of the flick there. Nice placement. Their team's gonna push up top. They will have the missile to stop it though, right before the split happens. So the missiles are gonna get a good bit of value. But Gray's gonna walk at that checkpoint. No one's stopping him.
Yeah, they have the crab out right now. Trying to get the crab. Those go down though. They're just going to be able to run on glass. They're getting the next pick.
Thank
They got a
goodness that
lot of
squid
them.
roll didn't land, or that would have been a lot worse for them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Grabs it
just
again.
running it down here.
Yeah. Delayed white. So Seafoam should be able to take mid here. Hopefully they get a lot of aggressive presence.
They do have to take care of the beacons though. Dapple is all three set up for his team, and that's allowing them to regroup much faster. If they weren't, they need to move faster in order to take that out. It is an even 2-for-2 trade, but since Shadow is holding the Rainmaker, it's going to be hard to get any form of special or setup here.
Big pick from Shadow.
Yeah, that's a nice kill. They need to try to get the Rainmaker to that top left checkpoint. If they can get up top the bridge, the Dapple can't really do too much, since it has to get so close, and the other weapons are a bit easier as well. So just getting it over there, but they've been struggling to really move it up there. I think the best play is for Barry to be the one grabbing that Rainmaker, so that the others can be more aggressive.
I don't want to really crab, I think, with the Rainmaker not even being picked to come to this touchdown.
I'm not
They're
sure what's
fighting
taking
for
them
it.
so long to get the rain, actually, but they should be able to just clear this checkpoint pretty solidly as long as they kill the gal. There it is. Might as well get that checkpoint over with now. 3 down on the side of Alliance Rogue, and the whale is used early.
Definitely. I think they should try and set up this right side. Yeah, which is what they're doing.
Oh, they get a
Apples
kill.
overextending. Okay, they have 2 down right now. They're in a big advantage. All they could just run this and go for the lead. Yeah, they
Seafoam
get the
Oh,
lead.
big lead.
gets a huge lead all the way to 18, and Shadow
Shadow getting
finds one, almost able to find the gal, at least makes it even more hard for them to push in, and Seafoam, with half of the match done, just has to hold to maintain this control. Whale's gonna find a pick, but again, this is the second time that Whale had to be used far earlier than their teammates were ready for, and there isn't too much of a follow-up.
Now we're gonna see AR's comp start to solo. These doubles are very good at defending from mid as you just keep jumping into QR, but now they're gonna have to put together a strong push.
Yeah, it's gonna
Double
take
not really
time to
gonna
set
do
up
that.
that same beacon threshold on the opponent's side of the map, and during that time, Max is running in that Tri-Slosher, doing great against all the short range in Alliance Rogues comp, really working out for them. Kiver's set up up top though. This crab's gonna be huge. The Flings manages to duck out just in the nick of time here. The challenge is really going to be getting that Rainmaker through that last 10 or so points they need for the lead. It's just so close to the enemy base that that's going to make it really difficult.
This could be big.
And big kill from the crab. The missiles are going to have huge impact, though, with how clumped they are. And that might honestly stop the push on its own. They're going to try to regroup here. Max is close to that Inkjet. Has the mist as well. Mist on that ramp does slow down the Rainmaker a good bit. So if they could be able to control those choke points, they can use the Mist and the Inkjet to get a lot of distance pressure. 2 go down, 1 on each team though. Inkjet comes out for the Rainmaker. They're going to try to run it back, but they're not going to let that happen. Seafoam able to get it. The Inkjet gets another kill on a Scar. No bomb defense. That is a 2-shot now. And that's going to be getting a lot of pressure up for Max. Finally going to maintain control of the bridge, and Seafoam successfully defends.
I think Seafoam's completely content with leaving this Rainmaker up here because AR's gonna have to go around their left side and find the wall to get that.
It is risky, because if they full wipe, then they're near a spot to push. But yeah, as long as they have someone alive for the special, that's such a difficult Rainmaker spot. That's why it's Rainmaker free. It's a really good stalling location. And Shadow's going to play safe here. He has the crab, the main special to defend from. He can even use it on that Great part out of spawn if he wants. He's going to use it on the left side. Great might just run it in. The mist is not enough to stop it, and he rolls right into the lead. And Seafoam's going to have to push all the way to 15.
It's only
Oh my god, and Kiver's sharking the rain. They're gonna have to find him. They don't know. They don't know. But Madness finds out. The crab, so many time and resources, and it's not enough. Toxic Mist can slow you down, but if you squid roll into it, it doesn't really do a whole lot. Unfortunately, one of the many problems with the sub. I think they expected it to give them enough time, but squid rolling through it just does so much, and it was able to get them all the way to the lead. Really well fought game though. Seafoam definitely did Seafoam definitely did a lot better the later they got into the set, but it's not enough. And Alliance Rogue are now going to be fighting Graveyard Shift for the tournament winning title.
yeah, I'm gonna take credit for that Tri-Slosher pick. That was going well until like it didn't go well. You know what I mean?
I really like the Tri-Slosher pick, actually. I think that was a good idea, especially with all the short range. The kit's a bit weak. Mainly the Mist is absolutely terrible. But the main weapon and the Inkjet still got decent enough value. And I think if they stuck that the whole time, it might have worked out. I think it was a really good pick, as long as the map enabled it. And it's just such a good main weapon for dealing with all these shooters. Especially Splash.
Yeah. I remember we ran something like that a long time ago when the game first came out at PAX with the Tri-Slosher, because you can kind of just stop the rain and then have the Inkjet to keep like just the rain out. It's a really good Rainmaker stomping kit. Like I think that's really where it shines.
Yeah. Main weapon of the Tri-Slosers is very good currently against all the things that exist. Kid is weak, but you know, it doesn't really matter if you get kills, I guess. And that's definitely what Max was doing for the most part. Like, so, you know, just slight fatal errors at the end of the game. Not really looking at the rain, pushing, going 2 down.
What are we thinking of the mapless picking format? I gotta put my food away. Yo, Leafy, what do you guys think?
I like it.
Yeah,
You know,
I like it.
haven't seen any mincemeat yet. Haven't seen any Hammerhead yet, unless some weird team decided to pick that early on. But if they did, good thing you didn't make it far in the tourney because I didn't want to watch that. But we've seen some interesting things though. Anyway, even that being said, seeing Mahi Clan is something you wouldn't expect. So I think it's a good format. Lets you prepare for people in advance. Lets you play the maps that you want to practice on. It's good. Never mind. Never mind. Rainmaker convinced me right as I say this. This is awesome. I wonder who picked this.
Yeah, every time this stage comes into mind, or whenever it comes up on the weapon select screen, I always just think about how much I love this stage. It's so great. It's very, very fun. There's like a pillow right in the middle, which just provides such great cover. I can't even keep lying about the stage. This stage is terrible.
Awesome. We're gonna see a rematch there. For anyone who didn't watch the set earlier, yeah, very close 3-2 win for Graveyard Shift. I don't remember if it was an overtime push, but it was very low on the counter clan blitz, like retaking of the lead from Graveyard Shift. Now, I did mention that AR was running the triple respawn Punisher to counteract Orion on the QR Tetris.
Alright, I'm back.
Didn't really work out. Every game they ran triple respawn Punisher, they lost.
I don't know if you guys are reading my chat, but Sendu said both teams are responsible for Rainmaker Mincemeat Metalworks. This was actually picked by both.
That's great. Does that mean we can see it more than once?
No, I think it's just more likely to show up, so it means it'll probably be in the bracket reset as well.
That's cool. I love that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Hell, they should even just play Clem's Mincemeat too. That one's such a great formation.
Just zones too while we're at it. Let's just have a full fucking
Just
Mincemeat
tower.
set.
Yeah, really.
Let's just do Mincemeat only.
When Mincemeat and Hammerhead only set, that would be so fun to watch.
Sadly, no Mincemeat and reset. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm so sad about that.
What about Hammerhead? Is there a Hammerhead in the reset? I'd love to watch that.
I'd love to see some triple crowd gaming.
I'd love to see some, tower control Hammerhead.
Do you think we're gonna see either team bust out the triple crab, or? I mean, we saw Japan do it, so you know.
I could see it from AR. I could not see it from the enemy team because Orion only plays Tetris. I think what is Terra's name in game? He's not in the lobby. Were we calling him Terra? Ronin.
Yeah, just call him Terra. He just changed it for a bit. I think he's gonna change it back to Terra. It's just like the 1 month thing.
That's awesome. I love when people do that. He's I think he's pretty content just being on that Flingser right now. So I don't expect to see it from Graveyard. But
yeah.
All right, we know AR to be that team to double down or even triple down on specials sometimes. And S2 they did play triple armor for a little bit, but that was cool.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be interesting though because when AR played against CFOM, they played like a really aggressive opening, but now instead of like this like E-liter machine like junior kind of slower comp to CFOM ran, now they're gonna deal with a Tetra. So it's kind of just gonna be like fast players combating fast players. So I feel like it's gonna be like a really early opening with like fights.
Get in the lobby. Get in the lobby.
Who are we waiting on? We're waiting on Chara and Zaraz.
That's great.
I would laugh if one of them fell asleep.
It's not even
Surely
that late.
they're awake.
It's like 11 p.m. for them, isn't it? It's like 11 p.m.
I think it's 10 or 11. That's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but maybe one of them has a decent sleep schedule. Actually, well, it wouldn't be that bad for Terra because Orion could kind of just go wake him up.
Yeah, and I know Zera does not have a decent sleep schedule, so.
Okay.
Oh, do you think he might have fallen asleep? Oh, apparently he's shitting. Thanks, Orion.
I was about to say,
the update.
Yeah, I was.
Awesome.
Good to
I was
know.
about to say the before set bathroom break. Like the good luck bathroom break. Gonna go hard. There we go. There's Tara. But something I found interesting, like with the Graveyard Shift comp, is for like a while, I really didn't think that Charger plus Flingza was very good.
Wait, they do
But-
Charger Flingzu?
I've seen it. I think they played it versus AR earlier actually. It was Terra Flingza, Phoenix Machine, Orion Tetra, and Zera's E leader. I didn't think it was very good, but considering the fact they won with it, which was the game I saw, I think it maybe has some like potential versus this team, or like there's some like strat versus this team that they're taking advantage of.
For Flings of Charger on this map, you mean?
Yeah, like I said, I've been seeing them run it. I didn't know.
I think Flings the Charger on this map is good
Yeah.
on zones. Now,
I think it was on Rainmaker. I saw it as well.
Rainmaker, I'm a bit, I'm not quite so sure.
I'm not even a fan of one slow weapon in Rainmaker, let alone two.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see how that goes if they do decide to pick that.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is the fact that like with the Flings and the E-Leader, they're just taking advantage of like how fast they are played, so they can use missiles to like chip damage for Orion. Then they have a Charger just to like help them across the map, which is like on paper is like the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't think that makes it good though. Like either.
Yeah. Makes sense. We're not gonna see any surprises out of Graveyard Shift, I'm pretty sure.
No.
I think we could see another Dapple.
From Graveyard?
I don't, no, from,
Oh yeah, definitely.
AR. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
if I
they'll-
like it as much on this map, because getting around it is really awkward, but
Yeah.
I don't think
know.
there's too many beacon spots compared to, like, Reef, where you just put them on, or Reef, you'll tell.
I wish it was Reef.
Me too.
I could definitely see.
I'm sorry,
Jay
Reef,
playing
I did not mean
Charger.
to insult you like that.
'Cause I think the only way that Dapples, like they're like in my mind at AR, is like taking it to that left side, and being able to like back push to the left side and give the Dapples a bunch of space.
Oh, double machine doubtful.
Oh wow, these comps are so different.
Extremely.
It's not even that sarcastic either.
Alright, gonna be seeing an interesting approach. I have seen Zera practicing Flingza, or not Flingza, I've seen him practicing Machine. I'm guessing that's what he's doing when he doesn't want to do Charger. Missile in 15 seconds, that's a little bit late. Gotta work on my missile time. I'm just kidding. Okay, missiles coming out. Gotta get a first kill. Let's go. And then we're gonna be able to grab the Rainmaker to push. Are they gonna go left? I'm not quite sure I like this. Okay, we're gonna break it right. Left is always very risky. If a push dies on that truck, then that could be really, really bad in order to defend from it. But they're getting a lot of picks here on Alliance Road. They've been going down constantly. Orion trying to clean up in front, but I would much prefer him going around the other way rather than forcing it directly through. I think Tetra's much better at an angle right now. Phoenix trying to hold the corner, gonna get busied. Booyah, they dropped the rain just to be safe, I guess. I mean, that's gonna be a really nice defense from Alliance Rogue.
I think like even though Graveyard Shift's getting a lot of picks, the important thing was that both of the machines were staying alive. They can just keep throwing double fizzy pressure. The Rainmaker really couldn't move because nobody was on the snipe.
Ooh, nice flank from the two machines on Alliance Rogue. Giver setting up in front with that crab, and Gray gonna be able to successfully dunk the Rainmaker. Machine not gonna be able to pick opposing machine due to the Booyah Bomb. The other machine here is also gonna have their Booyah Bomb to defend, hopefully. Gonna be able to get it off just in time. Rainmaker's just gonna opt to run for points, gets all the way to 40. Not a bad push from AR.
That's a winning lead on this map.
Two machines
Yeah.
against the crab, but the crab just gonna ball form, let his teammates help him out. And the crab's gonna find two jumps here. I think they chose a bit of a too close beacon here, and that might have just killed that first checkpoint defense. Maybe this lead ain't so good at this point.
Yeah, never mind. When we decide to go 4 down for fun, 40 is not a good lead.
Gonna be trying to fizzy to protect the Rainmaker there. Gray manages to get a very good trade with it. We're seeing the splash sharking up here. Gonna get pushed by the machine. does kill him too. Zera aware of where he is, and Phoenix able to run straight in. Gray stops it at the last second, but there's so many players dead. I don't know if they could possibly even stop them from running into the lead. Slider's going in to die because it's a slider.
They're still one down. They can honestly get this push. Never mind. Zaz is awesome.
And he falls off the map. Wonderful.
There he goes. That was a
What
really good
a
push by
fight.
Gray. Yeah.
And Alliance Rogue's gonna be grabbing it that far back. Not even gonna let it reset. They really want to move fast here, but that's gonna be one less tactic ruler. I'm not quite sure that's the best thing for them here.
Yeah, I would have liked to either let the rain reset or somebody else pick.
Yeah,
Full
Rain's-
Strata is rolling around through there.
Rain's gonna go to that right side. Alliance Rogue really needs someone to go around the corner, clear their snipe, and that forces all the enemies to defend in from one location. But right now, Graveyard Shift has like 3 different people at different angles. Kiver is able to deal with one of them. One of his teammates is for the other. And Kivers gets another one. Gray is just running in. I think the Tetra is behind him, which is not where you want to be.
No.
And
That's
that's
a
gonna
good
be a
lead on the
push
top.
all the way to 7.
There's the wing push.
That's truly a Splatoon moment, as Twitch chat pointed out.
This is where AR's comp is going to shine, as the Doubtful repeatedly is going to run it down. You are just try to stop the push.
Yeah, it's time for the Dapple to just absolutely be in the way of everything while the machine spam easy bombs.
And this Rainmaker being top mid when the enemy team has a lead that they're content with just holding is very hard to deal with. So they can just bomb their grading repeatedly. It's pretty tough to even pick that up.
Yeah, don't know if that crab is needed. It can actually, that can reach the Bria, wow. Gonna be able to pressure it, gonna be able to also pressure the enemy crab, gets broken immediately. Burst Bomb's trying to follow up. We're gonna see a left side push? No, they're going right. They seem a little indecisive. The Splash doesn't seem to know where the team is going. And that's slowing things down a little bit. Dapple diving in. Auto spec show us ahead of the Rainmaker, thank you. Here we go, they're running in, but they're not quite there yet. Baiting out the defense.
Great.
Gray!
Oh, great.
Gray's kill is able to save it, but they're going to be able to regroup immediately. Scar's going to have to kill the Rainmaker in time. They get it to 13 before they go down. Phoenix goes down. Slider's able to trade one out, but it's just the Flingza. They're not going to be able to get the shield. They're going to have to try to make an aggressive play happen.
Gray.
It's not enough. Gray clutching the match for his team. Going to be able to get them the first win of the set.
Well, that was a spawn armor moment because Urza just fought into 3 people and was able to get the kill.
Yeah, but that would have never happened if that last kill happened right when he died, too. They died at the same time. One more missed shot or so, and that kill wouldn't have happened. That had to have been perfect.
Yeah.
Respawn
That
Punch
was a
Splash?
very,
Yeah, they're running it to deal with the Tetradooley.
That was a very scrappy match of mincemeat Rainmaker. Did not expect that.
Yeah, kinda not how we normally see Rainmaker. We saw 4 good pushes on this map. 4. That's... I don't think I see more than 1, usually. Yeah, they were just very easy to fight each other. We're going to TC Mako Mart for our next match. Not sure which team has this map. If I had to guess, this isn't really a great QR Tetra map. Like, it's a bit of an awkward QR map in general. So I'm guessing this is Alliance Rogue's pick. If I had to guess, it's probably their map.
They do lock in extremely fast, so that would make a lot of sense.
Yes, it is. There we go. Right. Yeah, Orion with the 21 really plays that Tetra aggressively. Like, a lot of Tetra's just taking space and being annoying for his teammates to kill. But Orion he just goes for the kills himself. So, you know.
It's kind of nice on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do expect we'll see the same thing out of both teams, though, unless Zeras decides to go back to that strategy.
Yeah. I definitely think Gray will switch off the Dapples. Probably
yeah.
opt for something
Oh,
else.
I don't know if it's Orion or Orion. No one's ever told me, so I just I just interchange.
I've always heard Orion.
Yeah.
And like any game I play with that spelling is Orion.
Okay, I'm going with that one then. Hopefully we're right.
Okay, we can call him Onion too.
True. He does go by that.
I know, I damn somebody I said onions making them cry right now.
Oh, leader double splash machine and double machine.
Okay.
Interesting. No splash.
I mean, it's nice for the. I guess it is Makeover. It's a good machine map, but I'm not sure if I like double.
I'm not sure if I agree with it. Yeah, double machine with the splash. I don't think they'll be able to really keep up to finish his kills.
Azera with no ink here. Scar is going to get a nice double. Gets an assist on the third and able to set up on this left side. This is where the machine is really useful. But we're going to fly through this part of the map. And the double crab on the tower is going to be really annoying. Jay able to get the checkpoint before the missiles land is also really nice.
This video mom should be able to clear towers there.
They're going to be able to delete the wave breaker. That's part of the risk of putting wave on tower against all the Leas. They'll just be on tower anyway. They'll all save your special. Two go down though. Scar able to find another kill. Desperately trying to hold this. Does go down. The push to 43 happens. Jay is able to get out with his life. Special already used though. It's going to take a while to get another one. And here's the Tetra on the right flank. It's a very awkward spot here. The enemies have a lot of high ground. But Orion is also very used to playing this Tetra dually. And is going to be able to set up nicely on the right side.
Let's go down, but they do have a Booyah already, and he's going to be jumping in very soon for that power.
Missiles popped a little early for that recon. Hasn't even launched him yet, I think. Probably goes up around now. Zera goes down to the crab, and the crab's going to be tricky for the machines to deal with here, especially when it's that close. There's not too much you can do to hit around it. And that's going to be a very solid defense, but both teams having cleared the first checkpoint. It's going to be all about who can set up on that top left side during their push.
And they are having the double crab here when there's no one to contest it, like even range-wise, outside of the missile or the Booyah being ready, and the Booyah being slower than to build the crab. I think this push is just going to eventually go in their favor.
Yeah, there's the push to 42 are down as well, and Zera's just going to get absolutely comboed by those burst bombs. Orion's going to have to hold here. He's getting stuck into the corner right now. It goes down as well. And the splash is set up here. Phoenix goes down. There's very little time. Jay is not letting Zera even remotely go near the tower, and that's a knockout. And Alliance Rogue is one game away from resetting the bracket with a dominant 3-0. This looking so much better than their winner's final set. Whatever they did in between, they figured something out, and it's working.
Definitely. I think the winner's final set, obviously Graveyard Shift is like a little pickup project. They haven't been playing together for too long. When I was watching the set, a lot of the games that Graveyard Shifts won, like even though they won, it was very, very close games. I think Alliance Rogue is like being able to talk about it and find their footing for a while. Like they look really dominant. It doesn't look like the same two teams are playing as they were before.
Yeah, absolutely. And Clam Blitz Eeltail is the next map of the set. Which team is this favoring? What's our ruling?
If Graveyard Shift doesn't pick any crabs, they're going to lose.
Wait, did they have no crabs last game?
No. They had double machine. They had nothing to contest the crab unless they had Booyah already. So,
I assume Phoenix still fought the splash.
Do I have Rogue spelled wrong? Do I?
R-O-G-U-E. That's right. Yeah, it's spelled wrong in the thing.
Yep.
You have Rouge.
I'm confused.
Alliance Rouge.
Makes me think of what's it called? Sonic.
Don't say it. Okay.
Dude, Sonic X is a fire show.
It's okay. There we go. We fixed it. See, don't worry. If I do a YouTube video, then this will be overlaid anyway, and no one will know.
There we go.
Scar taking the longest to pick his weapon here, which is surprising because I think he's only played machine so far.
Yeah, I assume they're just talking a little bit.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure they're all prepped.
Yeah.
Here we go. Graveyard Shift is going to have to win 3 in order to win this. Anything else, and we're going to a bracket reset and another best of 5 set. We see the bamboo Coming out. And there we go. Now we got a splash. There we go. Crab has been achieved. Will the auto spec go on the Flingza? Place your bets now.
No.
No, there we go. Of course it does.
That's awesome. I love Flingza gaming.
Alright, we have the Crab in mid, able to get a pick before they go down. And the Flingza missile's able to get the kill with a tenacity charge up build. Gonna be taking advantage of that quick respawn to farm more missiles. That is the Splatoon 3 meta right now. And here we go, another 4 locked.
Very surprised that Graveyard Shift is losing this opening. It looked like they had 3 down.
The missiles are gonna pin them both in the corner. The Flings are gonna be able to clean up both those kills. And that's a wipe! The missiles coming in clutch, let's go! We love 10 missiles!
That's great. What about the one that fight? What are you calling missiles only?
Crab in the corner here, gonna survive, but not able to pressure the bridge due to Phoenix, who's gonna be able to kill Kiver. Booyah gonna be able to go off to force Gray to fight here. They need to fight Gray though. They actually do go down. That could have been a cleaner kill. They have a lot of clams as points go below that 40-point marker. And they're able to set up for a little bit. Push slowly dying. Zera could keep it open. I think he's gonna elect not to. Just go for the mid control.
They're gonna have to take back mid using their missiles really early. The Slings is going to be close to the missile soon.
Ooh, big
Especially with
kill.
Orion going down.
That machine needs to take the bridge, though. They gotta kill on Orion. Go get the top of the map while you still can. Ooh, barely misses the second kill. He could have at least had the trade on that, and the missiles gonna be able to find yet another kill. Splash is hiding in the corner here, gets pressured by the machine. Tetra gonna be running in here, finds another kill before they go down. And these trades are coming out, but Graveyard Shift is just holding mid. They're ready for these trades. They're the ones with the Tetra in their comp.
I don't like that both of AR splashes are just playing the low ground. I would like to see crowds from top mid to just get some value. They're just getting looked down upon by the Flings in this whole.
Finally, though, 2 go down on the side of Graveyard Shift, and the bridge is starting to be taken. Really good initiative by the machine. Going to at least force the Crab before they have to give it up, and the missiles and the Crab are able to do a lot of damage, force them back really far. And you can see the value of these missiles just constantly making the enemies move further back. The machine's trying to hold on here. Bamboo washing the bridge. But so far, Alliance Rogue just struggling to get a retake plan. What do they need to change here?
I think they're gonna need the whale and the crabs to come out at the same time from high ground. Like, it's just one crab, and on this map, I don't think that that's enough when you're on your side of the stage. Because the Flings is perfectly content with just pinning over whatever that crab paints and just farming another missile.
Yeah, absolutely. Phoenix trying to come in to get this pick here on the Bamboo. Does go down. Managing to trade him out with the tap shots, and that means a respawn Punisher death for you.
Oh, also, I forgot, Kiver's running respawn Punisher, so every time he goes down, they're even further from that crowd.
Yeah, they are running the double respawn Punisher. We've been seeing double and triple respawn Punisher in order to deal with this Tetra dually. Very interesting choice here, but it does come with a downside that, well, if the Tetra does run you down, you're getting punished a lot harder, especially since respawn Punish affects you. And it's also worth noting that this Tetra has Haunt, so it's the equivalent of getting killed by a respawn Punisher user while wearing it yourself, which is even worse than normal.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if that's a bit of a counterplay from him, or if he was running this to begin with.
A lot of JP Tetras are running it, so.
Yeah, Han really good with the QR meta. Or QR
Definitely.
comps in this case. Not really meta, but a meta. I don't know. Anyway, 2 go down though. Whales are coming out, but this bridge, they just can't get the bridge. But there we go. It's only the Flingza. Finally, they go down too. That's a full wipe for Alliance Rogue. They have the pity clam jumping in. They just need a little bit more. Gray has the clams necessary for the lead. Here we go. Jay needs to score his, actually. And there it is. Alliance Rogue. They've been struggling for 4.5 minutes. But when they do get map control, they are making it count. But they're going to have to defend too.
will all go down except for the bamboo, so they're gonna be pretty far away from specials here. They do know where the bamboo is.
It's gonna be the Tetra's job to open things up. Has the reef slider. They might go for a double ball jump to the slider. Wait, can they do a triple football jump to the reef slider?
I think that's what they're going for.
They need to go for it now, though. They're running low on time. They got to slide in front of the basket. Here it is! Triple jump to the reef slider. It dies, but the first jump happens.
One goes down.
But it's too late. It was such a good plan. They wouldn't really be able to stop it outside of a lucky bomb. But it just took too long to execute. And the basket closes before it can happen. That was a really good play idea. That would have absolutely won them the game. But it just took so long to get the 3 footballs that it didn't work out. But they needed 3, so.
I think when they started making the footballs, Aaron recognized that, and that they just took the initiative to just go forward and start taking fights.
Yeah,
they would have played passive there. They would have lost that game.
Yeah, that was a bit of a disconnect, but if that plan was followed through, I think that would have given them the game. And also, it is worth noting, it is best of 7, actually, for both these sets, I believe. So, it was going to be a long grands.
Still a chance to reverse sweep.
Yo, Lantro, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, new viewers. We are in the grand finals of Picnic with Alliance Rogue and Graveyard Shift, 2 of the absolute best teams in Europe going at it here. Alliance Rogue from the loser side is currently just on an absolute streak, has not dropped games even in the bracket, I think. I'm pretty sure they have been undefeated. Yeah, they beat Seafoam. They haven't dropped a game to anyone but Graveyard Shift, who they lost 3-2 earlier in this tournament.
We're gonna see an E-leader here, by the way. There's no leaks, no leaks. Trust. I just know.
Yeah, we could definitely see the E-leader. I think here it would be a solid pick. But I do worry if it's E-leader and then Terra sticks Flingza. I'm a bit worried we're going to have the same lack of crab that was a problem the first time.
Yeah. Unless Phoenix stays on that splash.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe they could. But here we go. Alliance Rogue, 1 away to reset the bracket. Going in with a classic double splash machine leader. And the other team, oh boy.
Very distinct
no
lack
crab.
of crab.
Distinct lack of crab gaming on the side of Graveyard Shift. We'll have to see what can happen. Gets a direct with the machine, but definitely didn't expect it. Didn't go for the follow-up, and by the time they did, yeah, that E-leader's just kind of looking in your general direction, so you get to die.
Yeah.
Crab gonna be absolutely walling out the machine, who tries to walk forward but can't. Again, like we said with Mahi, is Mahi zones. This map is tiny until the water drops. It's kind of just a different game. And that is a nice kill from Zera. Going to be pushing up here. Phoenix watching this left corner with Orion as they push forward. The Crab going to be able to maintain a lot of space here. Even though it gets broken, put a lot of pressure. And is able to stall the Tetra enough for Scar to help get that kill. And we're going a full minute without the water dropping.
Yeah, this could be either really good for Graveyard as they're just stalling out a bit, or it could be very bad if AR wins this push as the water drops, because then they'll have crabs ready for the defense.
Yeah, Leader's going to be able to put some pressure on the left side, but the map opening up is going to give them a lot more places to span. And Zera with a very nice leader spot. I really like that location, actually. That's very creative positioning. And Terra, very weak, has to back off. And this is the problem with this comp. With the leader and Flingza, there's not a lot to fight from. And while they did missile here, there's no one to take advantage of it. Very lucky that Jay goes down here, because otherwise this would be a lot harder. And with the painting power of Flingza, we're able to see that because you can paint while the missiles are going off, they're going to have another. Or they would if they didn't die. Scar gets 2. And this is looking really bad. If you're Graveyard Shift, they have to just rush it. There's no time. They're going to have this Booyah at the ready. I think this is literally impossible for them to cap. And there we go. The bracket reset has begun.
So, I think we could point to something. The 2 games where they just get knocked out instantly. Distinct lack of crowd from their team on both games.
the idea would be to not drop the crab. I still don't really... that map is so small and fight heavy. I don't think the leader Flingza was a good pick there either.
Yeah. Doesn't really seem like one of those maps where you just are going to stall out with missiles and your charger staring down mid, because the enemy can be in your spawn.
And it's just really hard to walk into mid. Like, especially since you don't have the main thing that lets you walk into mid, being said crab.
Yeah.
Nothing there. It's just kind of dependent on the Tetra getting a really good angle, but the map's so small that it's not really hard to watch one guy. You don't have to really look that far away. So Graveyard Shift got absolutely rolled. I want to see a change of pace. I want to see a little bit of an adaptation from them in order to make this happen. And we got min speed zones though, so I think we might actually just see the exact same thing. Except Gray gonna be doing the Flingza. Yeah, here we go. Only difference in the comps here is the splash, which I do think is a lot better. This is the map you would do E-Leader Flings on though, so.
Yeah.
I did say that earlier. And it's on the Flingza, and it's on the other Flingza.
Mince me. Let's go.
Alright, both teams playing very patiently. So here's the min speed zone's dilemma. How do you get through the zone? We're gonna be seeing both teams. Like, that wave breaker is gonna do absolutely nothing. No one's even gonna challenge it. No one's even gonna go that far.
He's challenging.
Establishes a lead, you just
No,
play
I
back
meant
pace.
their Rainmaker, their wave breaker, the purple one. There we go, though. There's the solution. The solution to all things. A crab. Orion is basically their plan for this side. He's just gonna dive this right side of the map as much as possible and try to get through. Downside is Alliance Rogue really knows that's what they want to do. They're gonna be keeping a constant eye on him because he's the leader, the Fizzy Bomb, the Tenna missiles. They're gonna be making sure he doesn't get to drop off this car alive. But he is able to sneak across to the left side of the map. Zone flips to the E-Leader and Flingza painting the rectangle. Much fun. Here we go.
Able to get a trade with this and then immediate. Oh, this is on scope E-Leader.
Oh, interesting. I've not seen too much scope. A lot of E-Leaders tend to prefer the extra mobility unscope provides since you already have so much range, but we are seeing scoped here. Gonna be pressuring that Booyah Bomb, forces the Booyah to be thrown. Kipper wants to push that side, but yeah, there's a Flingza leader, so good luck with that. There we go, Tetra does go down. Orion is not able to get that corner. If he could even get that one time, that would be absolutely huge for them. Give them a way in. But so far, both teams stuck behind the zone right now.
As Graveyard Shift goes down on their plat, this could be a pretty huge hole for AR, and that's exactly what happened.
Ooh, that Booyah is gonna get shredded, but it finds a kill. That's what they needed. Wave gonna be in that corner. Again, don't think it's gonna hit many people, but
It goes down.
I think it'd be much better if they wave that bottom right side, or even just put it on the top left a bit. I know it's a bit awkward for that leader, but no one's really walking into that wave. That's the second time it's kind of not doing too much, because Alliance Rogue is perfectly content to just sit on their plat as well with the E-Leader Flingza. We do see a zone flip, though, so we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I think the wave definitely needs to be right side to help deal with spawning the machine, so Orion's able to
There we go, finally placing the high ground. Now you can see it's actually going to affect the right side here, forcing that machine backward. Going to be doing a lot more. I hear a crab being popped right now. Someone does go down. Tetra down there. Kiver spots him, though, but not able to get him. Nice tap shot from Jade to make sure that Tetra finally does go down. They're going to be painting the zone, and it's going to flip back once again. Missiles coming out from the Tetra as those two are going to be forced back into the corner. Machine going to be trying to poke some Fizzy Bombs on the top. Wave Breaker going to be putting a lot of pressure. Here comes the Booyah Bomb to try to play for that control on the right side. But the Tetra is down, so they don't really have anyone to push there. Everyone else is basically here to passive paint the zone in one way or another. Whoa. That's a big pick on the crab, though. If Phoenix can move forward with that, that could be really good here. Able to weaken the Flingza. The Flingza has a bunch of missiles on it, too, to apply chip damage. I would have just wall jumped up here. You got to get on that plat when you can. Denying that E-Leader Flingza from the spot is so important. Orion's doing it, but I really wish Phoenix went up there with him, because he's going to get pushed out slowly. And there we go. Plat back in control of Alliance Rogue. That was a huge opportunity that they let slip. but they still do have this right side that they're gonna have to work to move the Tetra from. Booyah Bomb is forced. The Booyah finds two on their side. Slider is gonna be able to kill this machine. I'm almost positive. It's just the Flingza who drops in and dies.
Shit.
Uh-oh. The defense of Mincemeat that's held for 4 minutes has been broken. And everything is starting to fall apart. Waves coming out, Crab. They're just desperately trying to paint the zone. They need to contest it right now. The Crab is trying to hold it. The Mines are maintaining it. They finally flip it. But they cannot just sit back here. We've seen how easy it is to constantly contest this zone. For the defending team, they're going to need to push up further ahead. Jay might have to go for this pick on the enemy E-leader. They're going to try to regroup. But Scar goes down. This is a clutch pick, though. That might give them the opportunity they needed. The zone flip, but the Flings is going to have to babysit it just to maintain it. They go down. Peeks the Charger. Kiver is able to flip it. They have the Crab. Going to try to push them back. But the zone, they flip it right at the last second. But they can't hold it. Because it's Mincemeat Metalworks.
Why did it... Okay, that's awesome.
What a map mode combination that one of these two teams picked. Wow.
That wasn't an anticlimactic ending. The zone just insta caps all these.
I think there was one cool fight on their plat where they able to get the lead, and then everything else was
Yeah.
Woo! What a map. Alright though, good news. Mincemeat's over with. Now we get to see other stages. Woohoo! And starting out is Eeltail Clan Blitz once again. Now Graveyard Shift did lose this, but they were playing better for the majority of that game last time. They just messed up at one point. I think if they could play the way they did last time and, you know, not show that defense, then I think they can get this win, and that'll be a huge momentum shifter for them.
Sure.
Mincemeat Metalworks is definitely the stage of all time. At least Mincemeat Rainmaker was kind of fun.
Yeah. I think Mincemeat Rainmaker is inherently bad. It's just very annoying if you can't get past like 50. It's like Black Belly to me. It's all the same.
I can see that. Alright though. AR has a lot of momentum. Don't get shaken up. That map mode's played entirely different than the rest of the set. That was a very different type of game than we've seen. So that loss cannot get to their heads. They can't worry about it too much. Just keep doing what they were doing, and hopefully it'll work here.
Zera's taking a little bit to lock in. I wonder if he's contemplating of staying on that Charger.
Are we gonna see the Flingza machine again? Or sorry, Flingza leader. Eeltail is pretty good for it. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do they DC too? Yes. Okay, everyone DC'd.
Okay.
Match starts. A communication error has occurred.
Platoon 3, everybody.
This didn't happen in the second game, just as a heads up.
Yeah. Eh,
No, that did not happen like that.
not like that, but like, I know there would be like spectators at the DC and then nobody else DCs.
Well, this was everyone. The whole room died.
Fair enough.
Alright, chat. Do you think another comm error will happen? That's the question. In fact, it's too late to bet on this set because the team's already won. But,
Go for reset.
actually, you know what? I'll do it. Okay. You know what? The set's been back and forth enough. Alright, who will win? You guys can earn torpedoes. Why not? AR, Graveyard Shift. 2 minutes, though. Who win? Go. Go vote. You can risk your torpedoes to get more
I'm
torpedoes.
dropping 20K.
Which
On
team,
who?
though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet either. I don't know. I'll bet whoever you bet on,
yet.
Tio.
Actually, no, I'm not wasting 20K. I'm about to get 20K to 1v1 soon.
Oh, true. I have 40k. I could 1v1
Yeah,
Chara.
I gotta save that.
I'll bet 11k then, so I have enough to 1v1. I'll put 11,000. There we go.
But think about it, Kyo. If you bet and win, you can do 2 1v1s.
Ooh. You know, 99% of gamblers
not a-
stop when they win big.
See, I went to the gamble machine last night and I legit said, never mind, this is a bad idea, and I didn't do it. My mental fortitude is at an all-time high.
Yeah, but like, what if you would have won like the jackpot?
What if you got the gold banner if you played it?
I have the gold banner.
What if
I
you,
haven't
already,
really-
what if you already
You
get
could've
10
gotten 10
ability
chunks.
chunks? Or the super lucky
I
deck?
know my seed.
You're really playing Clan Blitz? Yes, we are
No.
playing the best mode in the video game. You're welcome.
Now that is where I strongly disagree.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're not
that's
playing
okay, you can be
Guys,
wrong.
what are you talking about?
When tower control and zones are right there and you say clams.
Tower is literally the most unbalanced mode in the game. And
Exactly.
Zone, and we just watched Zones. Would you like to
Okay,
watch
that's
that
mincemeat.
again? I don't think so, personally.
Mincemeat is its own like entity.
Yeah, but it's
Pretty
Zones is still kind of... I mean, think about it. What's the comp being considered again? Leader Flings? Yeah, guess what? That's not good.
I'm good.
Rainmaker and Clan Blitz.
I love you, leader.
It's okay. Everyone either dislikes Clan Blitz, like, sorry, you either like Clan Blitz or you're in the arc of becoming a Clan Blitz liker. You're just in part of that cycle.
Yeah, give it a little bit.
Everyone will come around eventually. By Splatoon 10, everyone will be a Clan Blitz fanatic.
Give
The
it
new
another 30
players in
years.
Splatoon 10 will hate the mode as every other player. Veterans of the series are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Liking clams is a sign of maturity? Yeah, exactly. We are not seeing it. We're going back to the standard stuff, except this time they have a splash, so that's good.
And Bamboo's back.
It's gonna go to both Flingses again. Oh, it didn't go to the Flingsa! Let's go!
That's awesome.
Awesome, we got the crab ready on top of the bridge, gonna be put in some space, immediately forces the machine to drop. Hits a nice combo, they're gonna be low, forced to jump out. And that's gonna be a nice opening for Alliance Rogue.
No
Enemy
ground
crab,
game
Booyah
from
goes
either
down.
team there.
That's an interesting spot for the enemy crab, but it does work out here. Here we go, set of missiles ready for the flings. They're gonna be popping it on 3 players. Zara goes down in the corner here, and we see Alliance Rogue able to take a lot of space if they want to. The machine's gonna be taking bridge early, gets a nice kill onto the Flings who's trying to contest it. And if they can kill the splash as well, that's absolutely huge. They're gonna try to survive. Gonna be investing the Booyah to make sure that player goes down here. And Alliance Rogue has a really nice setup right now.
This is gonna be a really strong push, I believe, from the
Yeah, they have more clams here to keep it open. My only problem is recalling might be a bit difficult, but Scar knows where Orion is, or Orion is. They're going to keep him off the wall. Jay's going to keep the clams open. Scoring from that right side of the bridge, or our left in this case, is so useful here. We have a jump coming in that I believe has even more clams. No, that's Kiver coming in with it. Gray dropping. It's just Kiver. He's going to try to get more points. Nope, gonna be backing off. He realizes he's kind of screwed in the corner. No, he's going in again! He doesn't stop
No!
yet! More points! Let's go! Not
Push
letting that push
survives.
die until it absolutely has to. No, auto spectator. The push is done, okay? Here we go with the
Extremely
missiles.
strong first push.
Clan Blitz breakaway and Alliance Rogue with a huge push. However, they are down. The enemy crab gonna try to hold it, but Phoenix gonna be using his own crab in conjunction with the Booyah. They had to invest 2 resources, but they do get the picks there. Unfortunately, the clams in front of the Flings that both break. They didn't make the ball, and the opportunity is slipping away. I'm not sure if both the crab and Booyah had to be used there, and the lack of resources is making it hard for them to maintain the bridge. And Alliance Rogue is slipping back in.
I'm not quite sure how Airship's just gonna get a push going here, but they are just sitting on this bridge with their splashes ready to first bomb the capture as he runs in.
Ooh, big burst bombs here. Missile's gonna force the Booyah Bomb, but it does go down. Zera on top gonna be using his own Phoenix there. Shark goes in for the crab. Shark absolutely kills it. Gray in front to defend the basket. And unfortunately, all of Graveyard Shift backed off for Kiver. And that means Scar and Gray are gonna be able to set up. Phoenix is gonna make it in anyway. Has the crab ready. Gray in a bit of a predicament here. Gonna be able to stay alive for now. Scar goes down. Clams need to be scored to keep it open, though. The crab can't do it before it runs out. But Chara scores it in with the Flingza here. A few more points being in. And they're able to hold it for a while. Orion needs to stay on this left corner. He cannot go back. He has to keep them off that basket. Take the attention. Zera coming in from the front. And the others are just trying to hold it. Ronan with Tara here coming in next to score. Two go down there. Tara's trying to score Clams, but he goes to fight. I think it would have been better to go for the extra points here. They weren't going to make the lead anyway. Might as well get whatever you can. But 17 is a very solid push. And suddenly getting the lead back is looking a lot more doable for Graveyard Shift. Alliance Rogue are trying to take control of the bridge before that can even happen, though.
Only a minute left in AI with full control. I wonder if they're going to try to get that push here themselves.
Yeah, trying to set up here. We see the giant enemy crab on the top left here, trying to put some pressure on the bridge. Gets one. There goes the Tetra there. There's one on the corner there. That left side player needs to go down. There we go. There's two dead. Swerve's going to come out here. Jay does go down to the machine, though, there. Three go down. The ball is... I don't know what they're going to throw the football there. But the Flings is able to at least stall for a kill. Maybe Phoenix can grab that football. But they have to be careful. A pity clam jump could be devastating. Here it comes. And that's going to be guaranteed points. One more clam. They jumped as well. And that's going to be the game. An Alliance Rogue. A lot closer, but still able to come out on top, putting us 1-1.
It just seems to be kind of nice like Clams.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job taking that bridge. They played it so well. And even just, if that first push that fell apart happened for Graveyard Shift, that would have probably been enough to get the lead, if not the game there. Being able to stall that with Gray's Crab was just really, really good.
So, watching these games, I'm not seeing us talk, or we're not talking about a lot of the Tetra dives. It just hasn't been happening, it feels like.
I feel like the Tetra is going a lot of direct routes trying to play for the kills. When I think really he needs to be more opening up routes for his team. Because there hasn't been a lot of follow-up. It's mostly been the Tetra going in and getting a pick. But with so much respawn Punisher in the field, yes, it hurts the enemy crab's, like, spawn rate, I guess. But it also means the Tetra isn't going to be regrouping. Like, ideally, that QR would be really nice for, like, getting a trade and coming back faster and being able to fight the 4v3. But the respawn punish has kind of been preventing that from happening, and I think they haven't really been adapting to how to play QR Tetra with the enemy team running that respawn punish to counter them. They've been struggling a lot with that, and that's going to be something that we have to see an adaptation to. Or we could see him bust out the sword, but, you know.
It's not happening.
It's probably not happening.
It's not happening.
I mean, I think the sword is very good against how AR plays. Very good against them. But I haven't seen him play it in too many scrims, so I just know he likes the sword. I can hope, okay? I just want to see a sword.
So listen, you and me isn't playing right now, so sadly we will not see this weapon.
We'll see. Maybe he will. But
What map is this as well?
Undertow Ranger.
This was played before, and they did play Doppel on the side of ARs.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to keep the Dapple. They've been consistently pulling out the Dapple for Rainmaker, so I think it would be a pick we'll probably see happen. Standard stuff from Alliance Rogue. We do see a 52. And double splash for Graveyard Shift. Ah, yes, meta, right. And I just realized, wait, now it's Alliance Rogue's turn to not have a crab. Is the curse of the 0 crab equals lose gonna continue? Let's see.
They have a crab.
Oh, they do? I'm fucking blind. A bit of pressure being put out here. Two people in mid here trying to get some space, but already a lot of kills are happening here. And Graveyard Shift's being forced back immediately. That's a nice opening for Alliance Rogue. They're just gonna break it away with a Tacticooler.
Seems like a lot of space in right now. You know, not even fighting for this pop. Only the crowd.
And the Crab's going to be able to control the space really well, though, since Kipper's not up here to give them an angle. And that's going to do a nice double for them, and that's going to set them up quite nicely as the Rainmaker resets to mid. But still, damage done. That is an early checkpoint.
Yeah, this Crab's going to get shredded.
Yeah, goes down. 2 goes down. Here we go in the front with Orion and Terra diving in. Crab's going to be popped here. Going to be avoiding that Rainmaker here. Notices the beacon. That's good to take care of that ahead of time. But a grab's not really happening. There were 3 down. They're being really slow. I felt like the opportunity to push was kind of a few seconds ago. Feels like that's kind of lost right now. They're going to have to win another fight in order to get the Rainmaker moving. The good news is at least they're winning that. The checkpoint on the right is looking very open right now, so they will be able to get that.
No, I doubt that they continue to push right off this grading. So they're probably gonna have to take it to left side now, and AR has full control of this.
Yeah, unless if the enemy team is super paranoid about left side, we typically don't see the right outside of that checkpoint like we've seen there. It is faster, but it's also just way more risky. Flash fight
And
over here.
Grave is running the Rainmaker away from their spawn.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted to get it out for now. Kipper gonna opt to back up. Obviously, has that respawn punish. Doesn't want to go down here. I think he's the only one on their team right now running it in order to try to deal with Orion. Here comes the Crab. Gets him immediately respawn punish, what we just said. And the Rainmaker also goes down. Really nice for them. Machine here a little aggressive. The jump's right there as well. The Booyah is going to be able to keep them over here. This might actually be pretty good if they can hold. But if not, that Rainmaker can just walk away from them. And that might be a problem here as Machine finds a nice double. Rainmaker does get stopped though, but Machine going to be responsible for clearing the way. Scar jumping in. If they can set up that wall Booyah, they can get so many points here. Has the cooler as well, so that Rainmaker can run across either of the uninkable paths. Ray going to be going straight in. The run speed coming in clutch, getting him all the way to 22.
It's only the Crab and the Machine defending. They can fight for this pop.
They're able to out-pop the Crab, but will they be able to grab it? That wall is inkable. It's really difficult to get it. They're going to grab it, get an extra 10 points on the board. Bring it all the way over there. Zera going to be trying to pushing forward. Has the Crab ready. 3 go down. It's just the 52. Who's going in, giving a jump to the Dapple Dooley, who's going to try to get more points. Not able to grab it, unfortunately. But this Gal is going to be cleaning up hills. Scar gets 2 before going down. It's going to be spending even more
And the
time.
Beacon jumps to mid.
And Alliance Rogue is just not giving Graveyard Shift any time to breathe. You would think they were the Tetra team at this pace. Brings it to the corner once again. Crab comes out. Booyah Bomb's gonna get negated. That guy's going down. The Crab's gonna be able to deal with the enemy Crab. No! Zera able to shut it down. And gonna be going straight for the Rainmaker. Gets a few shots on Gray. Gonna be using the Crab to shut it down. But still, this Rainmaker has not left their base for so long.
I think they're worried about people in their spawn because they just keep constantly getting flanked left.
Yeah, they gotta just get back into mid. Once you're everyone in mid, it's a lot easier to maintain control and information of where people are. It looks like
All
that
these
Rainmaker.
phases are favoring AR.
Yeah, it looks like that Rainmaker just finally reset. That's a good kill if they can manage to clear the Dapple. Gotta have a bit of help though. Cleared Apple. Get it? Okay. Anyway, they're gonna be able to pop it here. But there's a flank again! The 52 is still here, and they keep having to split their attention behind them. Alliance Rogue is just not giving them any room to breathe. It's been so hard for Graveyard Shift to set up. They finally have the opportunity, but they're gonna have to burn both the Booyah and the Crab early just to get the Rainmaker. It's a long road to the 12-point marker here.
Yeah, and with this Crab ready, I'm not quite sure they'll have that much time.
And we do see a shark going off somewhere. Rainmaker's trying to hold this corner, really split up from the rest of his team. Kipper trying to hold this right side. 2 go down. Rainmaker is a sizable distance away, but a lot of time being burned off the clock. Trying to break it away to the right, but Scar's kind of there. wasn't going to make it all the way to 12 even if he wasn't. And that's going to be AR taking another game. And they are looking good right now. 2 more for the win.
That was extremely dominant from AI. Once they got to their spawn, Beacon jumps in for the rest of the game, pretty much.
Yeah, outside of that one checkpoint breakaway, there really wasn't anything being done from Graveyard Shift. What do they got to change here? How are they going to be able to beat AR, who's been absolutely keeping momentum going?
I think AR knows how to deal with the Tetra, but they're not going to switch anything. Like, they're committed to this, though. Ryan only plays this weapon, so I think they have to change the way they play around him. Maybe
Yeah,
a little
I
more
think so as
aggression
well.
coming out.
The Tetra can definitely still work, just has to be a bit more adaptation. That's why I like having a little bit of a pocket for it. I mean, I can spread propaganda. I'm gonna spread propaganda. I personally think you should be playing Wiper instead of Tetra. I think Wiper is a really good Tetra secondary. And it comes with the utility of actually being able to deal with the crab. If you have Stamp and you're up closer, you still have the same mobility. But you prevent Panic Crab, because Panic Crab will die to the Stamp. And with how much we've seen Alliance Rogue running 2 Stamps and a Booyah Bomb, consistently 3 HP specials that you cannot panic against that weapon, it allows you to play Tetra like he's been doing with the Wiper. Not as kill heavy, more distraction heavy, but gives them a way to deal with those specials. As of right now, I think that's the biggest problem. Every time Alliance Rogue has gotten a crab set up, I don't think I've seen anything from Graveyard Shift to be able to deal with it. I don't see a single plan that successfully managed to take care of the crab. The best we've seen is a Booyah Bomb that doesn't even kill the crab, it's just a special trade. And that's been a consistent problem for them on retake. I don't know, hot take,
Yeah.
but I think they need a plan for those specials. Otherwise, it's just going to be a problem. The respawn punish is preventing you from playing Tetra the way they have been wanting to play it. I don't think they can keep going the way they've been going. I think they have to change up the plan. At the very least, if they're not going to switch off the same comp style, they have to play it differently.
I'd like to see the Machine following the Tetra in a bit more. Like, I know Machine doesn't want to die, but someone needs to clean up this damage that he's doing to these respawn Punisher players. Otherwise, he's just getting no value out of this, and they're just going undown for extended periods of time. Harder, though, both teams. Old Charter Jr.
A junior?
Maybe that's the answer. They're going back to their old comps.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much Junior with how dominant Crab is, and well, it is a different plan, but I'm not sure. It's going to be really difficult for Junior to fight Splash, and really difficult for the special to deal with Crab. We'll see, though. Maybe it will work. Phoenix being forced in the corner here. Gray, a bunch of them go down. And that's going to be the E-Leader and Splash maintaining good control. Going to be able to get this tower underway here. And nice setup for Graveyard Shift. The crab being used quite early from Giver there. I'm not quite sure it's going to be able to do too much. I think...
Gonna thread this bubble at least.
Yeah, I think it would have been better to hold the bubble and just use it after. But I guess it does allow them to at least break through this checkpoint a little bit faster. And we do see the next crab at the ready from Gray here, trying to walk forward. The leader is going to be really difficult to deal with here. Actually can have an angle on the crab. Doesn't quite hit it, though.
I like how you say it's going to be difficult to deal with, and he gets shut down.
Well, I did not think he was going to walk into the crab range, okay? I expected him to stay, like, further behind on the side, you know?
Slightly further, though.
But, anyway, momentum quickly shifting to Alliance Rogue's favor. If he can get this crab on the top right, that'll be really useful. There it is, able to control the most important position on this push right away. Does get shredded, though, by Phoenix, who's able to push him off quite well. Would have been better if he went to the right side Gray to at least stayed in that position, because now dealing with Phoenix is going to be a little bit tricky. They do have the Booyah Bomb, which I think is what they're going to end up using for it. And there we go, Jay getting a nice snipe. Chargers trade out. And Scar on that tower, that's the next point getting out of the way. There's very little time left to go down.
Junior's just getting bullied in this bubble by the splashes.
Yeah, there we go. They do finally stop the push. Jump is going to not get any more points. A lead of 6 is not undoable on this map. This is a very snowball-heavy map. But it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge.
looking for a pick on this left side.
And trying to get the E-leader, but it's a little bit awkward for the Tetra to get one there. Here comes the wave. Gonna be pressuring Snipe. Really good spot. Tetra sneaking in. Can Crab? Oh, this, it would have ran over the Crab had it, you know, activated, but not quite able to do that in time. They're going to be sharking on the Snipe here, trying to push forward. You see the splash battle on top, going to be won by Graveyard Shift. They're actually setting up quite well, and we're going to see the Charger have a lot of threatening power on the side. Gets a nice Snipe. The bubble is used a bit early, though. I wish they held that for after this checkpoint. But they'll still have the Crab. They'll still have the wave. They'll still get 3 down. And it looks like it's going to be enough for Graveyard Shift to tie it up. And they are still in this. They are not out of it yet.
So, you think they're sticking with the Junior for the rest of the set? It worked out?
I'm not sure if the Junior is really what won them that game.
Yeah, definitely not, but confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias, if you think it gives you momentum, it might be better to just stick with it. Bottom line is, whether it was the key playmaker or not, you guys at least won with it. So it might be worth sticking. Yeah, really, those snipes and positioning from the Chargers just so difficult to deal with. And we saw that there to get the win.
Oh, insta-locks from AR.
Yeah, well, they're not changing anything as we go to Mahi on zones. Now, if I'm Graveyard Shift, I'm gonna be honest. I would not personally go back to that E-Leader Flingza comp here. I think we don't do that. I think we do something a little bit different, you know? Might be a good idea.
And they had less aggression to follow up on the Tetra, you know, obviously they have a Junior now instead of like a machine. But they're at least, I think he's at least trying to follow up with bombs, and they're just like giving him a bit more jumps in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, never mind.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright.
Oh, me.
We'll see how it goes. Maybe they can pull it off this time. Early pick in their favor. Gray's Crab is forced in a bit of a corner, and those missiles are going to make it awkward. Charger actually dies to the missile.
Interesting.
Bit unexpected, but what Graveyard Shift wants is just to hold enough for that water to drop. Once they can split up those two anchors a little bit more, it'll be a lot easier for them to hold. It's just getting through to that 61-point marker, and that Tetra is going to ensure they're doing that. Getting a double, almost a triple, at least assist for his teammate. And now this is where the hard part starts. That Charger can literally hit into your spawn from mid. It's a bit of a problem. So you got to have a really good retake plan on the side of Alliance Road.
And they're fighting with the Tetra now, and they're getting a lot more value out of this.
Bria coming out from the side, Crab to support. They're not going to Bria this Crab here, which I think might be a mistake. The missiles will break it, but Alliance Road gets to that right side of the map. That makes it much easier to retake. And we can see as soon as that position was taken, the defense instantly falls apart. And now we're going to see this comp in its much weaker situation when it's actually locked out.
And AR has a Crab ready as well. Kivers halfway to his too.
Yeah, getting specials is hard here, but they already have the Crab, and that can buy time to at least get the other one. That could be really useful for holding here, especially against the very special weapon-dependent comp we are seeing Graveyard Shift run. Wavebreaker is thrown in a pretty good spot. Bria is kind of just used on the zone, not going to do too much, though. The follow-up's a little slow, but they are at least able to get a pick on a Gray. The Slider's going to come in to control this side, and they are able to flip the zone. But I'm not seeing a lot of map yet. I'm not seeing Zera being moved into the position he needs to. But maybe this pick on the machine can enable it.
A little bit of over aggression from Sky there, but they do get snipes in return to trade back.
Huge pick from Jay to even things out. This Booyah's in a bit of an awkward spot. He's gonna have to throw it backward here. And they're still kind of stuck dealing with Kimber, who's gonna be able to clean up all of those players. And it's just Jay holding, gonna be able to easily keep this Flingza roller out. They're gonna have to wait for missiles, and that's gonna be the lead. Flipping to Alliance Rogue. Chargers are gonna trade. I don't think that's a good trade for Zera, though. I do not think that was worth going for. And with another kill happening from the machine, this is looking bad. Alliance Rogue has all the map control, has the comp advantage, has the setup here. The enemy team has no specials. They can only throw bodies at the zone. Zera gets a huge kill, though.
They should be able to retake off that. That's insane snipe to keep them in the game.
Yeah, that snipe clutched it. Without that, that would have absolutely been a knockout, but that at least keeps Graveyard Shift in the game. Wave gonna come out early. Such a good wave breaker spot. Can put a lot of pressure. Very annoying to deal with without peeking the charger. It's a really good spot. They want to set up Kimber to this right side. Orion putting a lot of pressure. We're gonna see him getting in. Not able to get the shark. Orion goes down. We do see on the right side a snipe on a Phoenix. Jay is doing an excellent job. The positioning has just been absolutely perfect on that E-leader. It's been doing so well for them this game. Absolutely doing great.
Zeras goes down extremely early to a raw fizzy, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Zeras is going down way too much. I'm not sure if it's over-aggressive positions or what, but they're constantly stuck waiting for him to come back, and the Fizzies are just taking space here. They're going to have to rely on the missile again, but there's not really anyone in position. And with the Tetra down, how do they walk in? They don't have anything else that can kill quickly. This is going to be a bit of a problem. They're able to contest the zone, but there's very little time. A Crab, a Booyah, and that's going to be the game as Alliance Rogue is one away from winning this tournament.
We're 0-3 on Crab versus, or no Crab versus Crab now. That's
True, I forgot. They also don't have Crab. Alright, though, it's not over yet.
there were signs of life at least in that map compared to the first time around.
I mean, yeah, but the only reason it lasted as long as it did was a super clutch snipe from Zera, which, like, cool and all, but that's, you know, that's not the game
happen
plan.
every day.
Yeah, the game plan isn't have the Charger absolutely shit on the machine so we can barely cap the zone. I think, like, without a clutch play, that would have ended about as fast as the previous one did. I'm not sure that comp, at least the way it's being played, is really the way to go here. I think they were doing much better with the comp they had in the previous match.
Wonder where we going to now?
Museum Clams, the best map mode in the game! Let's go! This is gonna be a fun one.
Junior's really good here. Bubble's insane on this map.
Yeah, that flank is really nice to set up Bubble with that new block there. Just such a good extra route that they've added on this map mode, or added a version that was in Splatoon 1 that they took out everywhere else and worse than it was in Splatoon 1. But you know, who needs good stage? Who needs that good route? They put it in here, sort of. So that's what matters.
Same comp coming out of AR.
Single splash, they're going back to the Flingza. No Junior today. It looks like it was just a Sturgeon pick, not a thing to deal with AR. It was just that's what they wanted on that map, I guess.
So they do have the anchorless comp on this map, so if they are able to get control of spinners, they should have a pretty easy time scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes the Tetra. As soon as the Crab ranks, able to get a trade, but here comes the second Crab. Gonna be face tanking for the machine. Respawn punish once again. Jay has it as well, and Kimber has been keeping it this entire set. Really, really risky to play Respawn Punisher Splash. You have to be really knowing what you're doing, because it can be so punishing. Just absolutely showing the knowledge of this weapon here. There goes the Tetra. Kimber set up on this left side. Gonna be able to make a ball for his Charger. Very neutral heavy game so far. No one really playing the flank. Well, until they did and died. Here comes the Crab. They can get the Booyah off just in time, but not enough to stay alive. as the Crab's going to be able to get a pick crucial for them.
They're gonna catch someone off on this flank here, too. It's gonna stay. Maybe not that big.
Yeah, here comes the Crab on the other side. Gray is going to opt to just try to push in. Does get backed off a little bit, but is able to make a football. Alliance Rogue with a lot of clams right now if they can get a push here.
And this is gonna come out to deter this at least.
Ooh, really clumped positioning. The missiles is going to mess with that quite a lot. The Crab is trying to find the enemy player, but they're able to stay alive just long enough to get some picks. And so far, there have been a good bit of push attempts, but I don't think either team is properly utilizing that the flank of this map mode provides. Someone needs to go around that block to create an angle, and that's what really lets this push happen.
Big fight on spinner here, though. It just trades both ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if they are able to break through here, there's not a lot of clams on either side.
Yeah, the Flings is trying to push in here, able to finally score with that Booyah Bomb. But will the follow-up be there to make this an impactful push? I see the clams in front of the basket, but I don't see anyone there. I don't think this is going to get much more. Only a 35-point push.
Yeah, not that strong, but they did hold control of mid, and they get 3 picks.
Yeah, just the machine, and they go down. Uh-oh. That's a lot of clams. Zera's going to be able to jump a football right there. The only thing that could make this worse is being set up on the enemy's top left. But that's going to be a lead extension going all the way down to 50 now. And this is looking like it's going to be a little bit bad. Here comes the slider to open things up. Going to allow the Flings to score another set of clams. Going to be Booyah bombing the spinner for style points. Got to just, you know, have a bit to look cool. Here comes the machine to throw in a little bit more. All the way down to 17. And Orion is still there. If Terry can keep it open, he's going to toss to Orion. Toss it in, but he dies. Might have been better to just score it himself. Had the time for it. Oh, that could have gotten a few more points. But at the very least, that's going to make it take even longer. And Graveyard Shift, with about a minute remaining, needs to do a massive push to keep themselves in the game. And there goes the machine already. Well, Phoenix has to drop their wave. Going to be set up. That's an easily breakable position, but we're actually going to choose to just let it go. We're going to play patient. We're going to let the wave buy a bit of time. Both teams playing a bit of neutral here. We have the Crab coming out. Charger going to be forcing the ball for him, though. There is a kill on the side of Graveyard Shift. And Alliance Rogue continues to be forced into this corner.
And they're 2 down, but they're holding mid here. He's going to challenge this Crab.
There's one pick on a Kiver. Potentially another. It's super close there. But the wave is going to make this fight a lot more awkward for him. Does go down as the spectator cam moves away from the fight. Scar is able to be to clear space. The Tetra not able to go down to that Charger, though. Being able to close the gap. Does stay alive. There's a crucial kill from the Charger. Alliance Rogue is going to try to make the impossible push happen. They have 20 seconds to score to trigger overtime. But the football goes down. That double, no, triple from Phoenix might have just saved that push. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a Game 7 bracket reset. It all comes down to this.
I really wish we could see KDs here, because Phoenix went insane during their push and on the defense.
Yeah, Phoenix absolutely fragged that game.
I came back and I was certain that the set would be over, but I came back and now we're gonna start Game 7. So
Yep.
I guess I came back at the right time.
Game 7 height. Currently, Twitch chat believes 51 to 49 that AR will win. Very close on the predictions. It's dead even.
Rainmaker Mako as the last game. That's interesting.
Ooh, I like Rainmaker Mako. I actually think it's pretty good in this game.
I haven't played much of it at all.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, here we go. Let's get our predictions out. Leafy, who's taking the set?
Well, you know, I bet on Graveyard Shift, and off of that last game, because I saw a little bit of it, I think with the momentum they have now, they can honestly take it. I don't know who picked it.
No.
Though. Do you know who?
Not
No.
again, bro.
Awesome.
Oh, Nintendo.
I think okay, it was a whole room DC as well because they're Ryan DC'd.
Yeah, that happened before as well.
Yeah.
Oh, my voice is kind of shot. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna script stuff tonight, but I do not feel like people are gonna want to hear it. So maybe not. All right, here we go. They're gonna remake it. Oh, one of them is BRB, so they had to
that's
remake.
cool.
My voice. Bro, it is dead, bro.
I'm giving it to Yar. No reason in particular. I just think they're winning this one. They've won all their Rainmaker stages so far, I think. I think the Doppel is going to be really annoying.
Well, this is it. Here we go. Game number 7. Alliance Rogue versus Graveyard Shift. And we're seeing double machine from AR instead of the double splash?
No.
Alright.
Jay on the machine.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've seen Jay play that. Alright.
I've seen him use it once on YouTube.
Bit of a shift. One of them goes down really early, though. Jay in this corner is in a bit of an awkward spot to fight. Gonna have to back off. Opening so far, a lot in neutral, though. A lot of trying to get picks here. Luya gonna be controlling a bit of space. And it looks like Alliance Rogue is starting to get the map control. Is able to get 1 before they go down. Get 2. This B-bomb is gonna be really good, but Gray, really smart, gonna go for the other checkpoint. Wasn't fully painted, I guess, but enough to get the lead there. Or get the checkpoint there, and that's already going to be a nice thing to get out of the way. That left side push could be devastating on this map. And like with Undertow, we don't normally see the right side, but it is very good to get that early checkpoint with how fast it is.
And Air's still holding a good bit of control here. We're going 3 down.
And the
It's not their
Tetra's
fault.
trying to get up there to be able to use that Reef Slider. Gets a kill
Cool.
onto Jay. In a really good position right now. Is able to put some pressure on a Kipper. Gets Gray! This is a huge kill! Orion is absolutely
He doesn't
sliding
go
and
for the
taking
splash.
attention. Yeah, the splash is gonna be able to get him, but the Tetra is absolutely just stalling everyone else. They do go down though.
I don't agree with that play. I think if he goes for Killer there, they get a huge push, but he...
Yeah.
Boy.
They at least get the checkpoint though. Both teams have that out of the way, so getting the lead is gonna be quite easy at this point.
Air goes down to bombs, and maybe there's a flank, I think.
3 down. This is going to be a bit of a problem. The Rainmaker's not exactly far away either. It's right there. That's going to be a lead swap for Graveyard Shift, using the blocks for a bit of safer points to get all the way to 37. And that's going to require pushing quite far if they want to do it on the opposite side. Zera going to try to pop this. They're able to get a few more points. Jumps it across to 28. Now that's a push to be concerned about.
For sure. And the AR does have 2 specials up already. They're top cooler really early in their spawn there.
Now the good news is they already have a machine on this right stack, but getting that top left is going to be a bit difficult. Gray's grabbed the Rainmaker, so they're not going to have the tactical QR. And Crab on top left is exceptionally good to stop at the slider. In a nice spot, does get hit, but not enough to kill it. This machine's putting on pressure. Jay able to trade, and that leaves just Kiver on the side, and they're going to have to regroup again. Both teams regroup and taking a bit of time. Missiles are definitely used early here. Not super needed, but they want to make sure that the enemy stack has a bit of pressure on it. I still think that should have been saved for a different time. But the machine dies. That was the person who was going to walk forward with this crab. And that's going to decrease the amount of value they can get there significantly. It's just Kiver left alive against 2 players. And Alliance Rogue is struggling to find a foothold in mid.
Yeah. Graveyard Shift is going to stall them out with missiles in the Tetra deaths for the rest of this game, but they do get an early pick on it.
And the Bria Bomb does come out. 2 down on both sides. But Graveyard Shift more than content to keep the trades going as long as it means keeping the Rainmaker out of their side. Oh, but 2 down. 2 down.
Really big play.
Machine in the corner. He's going to have to jump out here. And this is a chance for Alliance Rogue. The splash is going really aggressive. Able to sneak in behind and get a pick on the Rainmaker. I really feel he should have gone down there. That could have been really bad, but it ends up being quite good for them. 2 down again. They are set up. They need to go. They have the crab. Gray is running. Drops it to 34. The crab could be used to try to pop the shield. They're going to play patiently. Gets the splash. One's going to come up behind that crab. The machine drops. That's a mistake. It's just the Flingza. They die. And Gray is able to run it. They're going to paint the pedestal. And that's going to be the game with Alliance Rogue clutching it out, playing patiently there, and able to win the 2v3 to secure the win of our very first picnic tournament hosted by Sendu. What a way to end it. What a clutch play from Kiver and Gray. And that's exactly what we expect from them. Alliance Rogue from the losers bracket, after a tough loss to Graveyard Shift 3-2 in the winners, manages to just barely turn it around.